Power is not something given. It is taken, earned, and wielded by those who refuse to be manipulated. Strength is the foundation of control, and control is the key to dominance. Those who understand this principle will always rise above the weak, for the world does not reward hesitation. The masses are controlled by emotions, swayed by deception, and bound by their own illusions. The Stoic, however, remains unmoved, calculating and deliberate in every action. He does not allow himself to be consumed by petty emotions. He observes, adapts, and executes his will with unwavering precision. Manipulation is an art that requires mastery over one's own mind before attempting to influence others. The Stoic sees beyond words, beyond fates, into the very nature of people. He understands that most men act based on fear, desire, or pride to control them. One must know which of these weaknesses to exploit. It is not cruelty, it is survival. The weak cling to illusions of fairness and morality, but the wise know that power shapes morality, not the other way around. Truth is a tool, and its application depends on the wielder. To reveal it or distort it is a matter of strategy, not principle. The strong man does not seek approval. He does not just ify his actions to those beneath him. He recognizes that in the grand game of existence, only results matter. Power belongs to those who dare to claim it, who are unshaken by the storms of emotion and the manipulations of the feeble, while others seek comfort. The Stoic seeks dominance. He plays the long game, knowing that patience and perception are the weapons of true mastery. He is always 2 steps ahead, anticipating every move, ensuring that he remains. Untouchable strength is not just about physical dominance. It is the unwavering clarity of the mind, the unshakable resilience against manipulation, and the steadfast control over one's own emotions. The weak are easily swayed by words, by deception, by the illusions cast upon them by those who seek control. But the strong, the truly powerful, see through these veils, dismantle the illusions, and stand firm in their truth. Those who manipulate fear exposure for their greatest weapon is secrecy. Once you see through their games, they will change tactics, twist narratives, and create a web of deception to entangle you. But knowledge is your shield, and awareness is your sword. Every manipulator relies on control. Control over perception, control over emotions, control over the environment. They craft stories, distort realities, and prey on vulnerabilities. They will tell you that you are mistaken, that your memories betray you, that you are imagining things. They will make you question your own sanity. For if they can make you doubt yourself, they have already won. But a mind grounded in reason cannot be swayed by falsehoods. Remember the wisdom of the Stoics. External forces hold no power over you unless you permit them to stand firm in your understanding. Let logic dictate your thoughts and refuse to let their lives take root within you. A manipulator's greatest fear is losing control over their target when their deception is unmasked. They will attempt to reclaim their dominance through character assassination. They will spread rumors, twist truths, and attempt to isolate you from your support system. They will make you appear as the villain while they paint themselves as the victim. But truth, like a river, always finds its course. Those who seek to destroy you with words only expose their own weakness. Words hold no power over those who do not fear them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Live by these words, and no attack against you will stand." Part 4. Emotional manipulation and control tactics for love bombing. When all else fails, manipulators attempt to lure you back through love bombing. Suddenly they become kind, attentive, and overly affectionate. It feels as though they have changed. But in reality, this is a calculated move to regain control. Epicus warns one, someone acts contrary to your expectations. Do not be disturbed. This newfound affection is merely a tactic. Maintain your boundaries, remain skeptical, and observe their actions rather than their words. 5. Playing the victim. A master manipulator knows how to garner sympathy when exposed. They shift blame, portray themselves as victims, and accuse you of mistreatment. Their goal is to divert attention from their wrongdoings and make you feel guilty. Psyche stated, "It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence instead of engaging in their distorted narrative. Take a step back, evaluate the situation logically, and refuse to be swayed by emotional manipulation." 6. Complete disappearance. When manipulative individuals realize they have lost control, they may disappear entirely. This vanishing act is not necessarily a sign of surrender, but rather a temporary retreat. They may be planning a return with new tactics, waiting for the right moment to re-enter your life. Your philosophy: embody it. Stay alert. Remain steadfast in your values, and do not let your guard down. 7. Escalating aggression. As a final, desperate attempt, manipulators resort to aggression, whether verbal, emotional, or even physical. Their anger is a reflection of their internal turmoil, and their goal is to intimidate you into submission. Seneca reminds us the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Do not engage. Keep your composure, document any threats, and seek support if needed. Your safety and well-being are non-negotiable. When all else fails, they may disappear. This may seem like a victory, but be wary. A retreat is not a surrender. It is a recalibration. They are watching, waiting, looking for a new angle, a new weakness. They will turn armed with different tactics. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Do not let your guard down. Strength is not just in action, but in vigilance. Keep your defenses sharp. Manipulation does not end because they are gone. It ends because you are unshakable." Finally, when desperation sets in, they will escalate. The mask will drop, and aggression will rise. Verbal assaults, intimidation, threats, anything to break your composure, to make you react. But Seneca reminds you, the best remedy for anger is delay. Do not engage in their chaos. Hold your ground, keep your peace. Their anger is their weakness, not yours when they scream. Meet them with silence when they push. Refuse to be moved. There is no greater power than an unshaken mind in the face of fury. A manipulator's greatest fear is exposure. They rely on your confusion, your self-doubt, your need for validation. Strip them of these tools, and they are powerless. The Stoic remains steadfast, rooted in principle, governed by reason, and untouched by deceit. Do not engage in their games. Do not bend to their will. Hold fast to the truth, and you will emerge untouchable. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A rock is thrown in the air. It loses nothing by coming down, gained nothing by going up. Your worth is not dictated by their perception. It is dictated by your integrity, your wisdom, your power. Stand firm, observe, rise above. You are beyond their reach. The manipulation of perception is one of the most potent tools wielded by those who seek to control others. They thrive on illusions, shaping realities to fit their narratives, bending the will of those who are too distracted or too weak to resist. Yet true strength is found not in the ability to deceive, but in the ability to see through deception. A Stoic mind does not succumb to the whims of external forces. It remains steadfast, unshaken by the tides of manipulation. Power lies in clarity, in the unwavering grip on truth. Despite the fog of deceit that surrounds you, evil knows no bounds. When its authority is threatened, it will resort to new levels of psychological warfare, constructing elaborate webs of confusion and doubt. The mind that is unprepared will falter, but the mind fortified by reason will remain indomitable. Every act of manipulation is an attempt to wrest control from your grasp, a subtle caution designed to weaken your resolve. But the Stoic individual recognizes these dislow and renders them ineffective by refusing to participate in the game. The only true power that others hold over you is the power you allow them to have. The manipulators' tactics are varied yet predictable. They will distort reality, presenting a world in which they are the victim, in which their actions are justified, and in which you are the villain. This is not an accident. It is a deliberate strategy meant to break your confidence, to force you into submission through guilt and confusion. The Stoic mind, however, does not bend to such tactics. It sees beyond the theatrics, recognizing the desperate attempts of a weak spirit, trying to mask its own inadequacies. You are not responsible for their perception of you. You are responsible only for your own integrity.